Mute you fellers. I'll keep Gideon. Oh wait, Gideon's racing. I'm gonna have to mute Gideon. He'll drop. Gideon will drop a few F-bombs if I have him unmuted. I'll meet you for the race time, but no, we're live now. Gideon's unmuted. I don't know who else. Oh yeah, thank you, Cowboy. Thank you, Cowboy. You're the man. ERL Dallas today. Yo. Wait, did Clips just say something? Oh, okay. Oops. Yeah. Alright, putting the stream on the YBR Instagram, as well as the Discord real quick. Waiting for Magenics EU to join up. And we'll get going. Yeah, he's just finishing up a little bit of laps. We technically start in 3 minutes, so. Alright. I'll send him one more invite. Let him know now. But what's up, everybody? We are live. We are at round 5 of the ERL League, Elite Racing League. First ever Supercross League ran with YBR/ERL. A new league. We're kind of collabing on this. Anyways, ERL Dallas. We're in Dallas, Texas today. Round 5, Breast Cancer Awareness Week. Some of the teams coming out in some breast cancer awareness gear, bikes, supporting the cause. Always good to have that. We're waiting on one more guy to load in, and we will get going. I hear a little bit of an echo, so I'm going to mute Gideon now. Alright. Alright, I'll text him to join up. Let's edit the starting gate. So first race we have... Oh, fuck. First race we have is... Ooh, what? How do you do all this? Okay. Confirm. Oh, okay. Let's just randomize this real quick. Magenics is joining. So we just randomize the gates real quick. Once Magenics EU joins, we will get going. We have a 3-minute race. Or 5-minute race. It's just the shortest race possible. Plus 2 laps. Top 3 get points. Like I said, first place 3 points. Second place 2 points. Third place 1 point. We also give out a whole shot point here. So that being said, here's the layout of the track. Right here. ERL Dallas. Boom. Magenics is ready. We're going. 250 East Coast. We got a lot of people with speed in this coast. Bit of a rivalry heating up in the West Coast between Joe and Clipsy. So that should be interesting. They're both very, very fast. But we got to figure out East Coast here first. Let's go through the East Coast points as we load into the heat race here. Let's pull it up here. You did? Okay. Alright. Some people got kicked. Bro, why does it carry over into this game? Alright. Oh, I don't have to do that, right? I forgot I can just... Alright, my bad, fellers. Well, I guess I can't help that we got kicked. Alright, getting some MXGP lag bullshit over here in Soupy. Lobby crashed. Invites coming back out. BMX, Cowboy, Gideon. That's his bear. Alright. Invites coming back out. That's annoying, boys. It's just what we have to deal with sometimes, though. We're good, though. We're good. MX Tony Garcia. Who else? We got Zertex. We need to get in. Get in if you can invite Zertex if you have them. Oh, he's right there. Okay. Alright, alright. Let me unmute you boys. What do you guys... Hey, get in, you're unmuted. Yeah, they can hear you now. We got everyone? We got Matthew Spurge. Who are we missing? Brian in here. There he is. There's their text. Alright. We're going again, boys. ERL Dallas. Alright. Here we go. Fuck it, I'm gonna keep all you boys unmuted. Clipsy, you're unmuted, so chill. Alright, bro. We're loading in. Heat race. No, they can hear you. Or I can hear you. Did everybody load in? PMX said yeah. Alright. We're going. Remember, whole shot point is awarded here. Okay, now I gotta mute Gideon. He's got a little bit of an echo. Here we go. We're sitting on board with Gideon actually right here to see who wins this whole shot. It's gonna be Tony Garcia. Tony Garcia with the whole shot point to start the day off, right where he left off last week. Out in front. Genix EU back, good to see that. Let's go on a little broadcast view, a little drone view. So we got Tony Garcia, P1. Your boy Brian, P2. His teammate, Cowboy, P3. BMX, P4. OGR Train. And then you got Gideon for the EMS team. P5 with Mathis Burge. P6. P7 for Zertex. And your boy Magenix. P8. But Tony Garcia is going to take an early lead here. been winning all year long in the ERL series. Cowboy's just been chasing him, just coming short weekend after weekend. Him and Tony Garcia had a crazy, insane battle last week. Quite insane. Lapped the entire field. Brian and his teammate BMX going at it. Brian holds off his teammate. These boys riding each other really clean, but still aggressive. Gideon right behind him. Getting the big on off. This battle's heating up, dude. This is a battle for points. Keep in mind, battle for points. At the end of the day, Tony Garcia's walking away with 4 points going into the main event here. If no one catches him. Taking 3 points for the win and that hole shot. And he has seemed to check out. We'll go on board with Cowboy. Cowboy goes off track, and that's going to bring us into a 4-way battle for P2. Oh, Gideon goes inside, makes a pass, stick on BMX. Brian pushes Gideon a little wide. Gideon tries to tuck under him. Gets the drive. A little 2-for-1 special at Subway right there for Gideon. Brian says, nuh-uh. These boys riding really well. Have raced each other for years. Both now on Supercross and GP. Both pretty even in speed in both games. Gideon actually going for a 250 championship overall in the YBR SMX League. So that's coming up here pretty soon. Updated schedule was just released today on the YBR Instagram. Brian, already a one-time YBR champion. Let me get out of this fucking... There. Already a one-time YBR champion. Now getting podiums here on Supercross lately and trying to become a rider in both games. These boys are going at it, dude. What a battle. We'll drop back to Brian or BMX. This is nuts. Multiple lines through this section here. BMX going for the big line. Don't really know what's faster, but really cool, really cool. Big triple over the finish line, quad out. Oh, BMX is drifting. Goes off track. Gideon and Brian still going at it. Jeez Louise. Brian doesn't get the triple, neither does Gideon. Gideon getting sketchy. Cowboy P2 doing his thing. Tony Garcia running out there. You can see Cowboy in the background, but just not really a threat at all for Tony Garcia as we're winding down the clock here in the heat race. Big line, gets it. Very smooth out of this Tony Garcia guy. French rider getting the quad like it's nothing into the loose sand. Checks up. How's he hit this section? Double, double. Rolls that. Squares that up. Ooh. So he's not tripling that, boys. Very, very smooth riding on that HRC bike. Tripling out, beautiful. This man finding his flow, really. He goes outside there, he uses that inside as a hump. Gen XEU doing his thing. Zertex throwing it around. Mathis, Burge, Brian, and BMX, and Gideon. Holy shit. Yeah, and Gideon. This is a train, fellas. Majority of the pack right here. BMX off track. Brian goes under Gideon. These two boys are in a party too. I don't know if they're talking or what. Woo boy. Oh no, that was Burge. My bad. Gideon's just out front here. Brian's catching Gideon here. Final lap for points. Cowboy 7-8 seconds ahead of that. Ahead of this battle for points here. Tony Garcia on his way to an overall already without even going into the main yet. Taking 4 points out of this heat race into the main. Gideon sitting P3 trying to take that 1 point in. Mathis Burge sends it in on Brian. Look at this train. All just trying to catch Gideon. Gideon just right there. Brian lets the door open there and still holds off Mathis Burge. Mathis Burge pushing really hard. Gideon right here though. Mathis Burge goes down. It's between Gideon and Brian here. Tony Garcia wins the heat race. Cowboy right there, going over the finish line now in P2. Gideon gets the line better through here. We'll take that 1 extra point into the heat race. And BMX gets Brian there for 4th, I think. Boys riding hard to the end. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. Main event coming your way right after this. Zyrtek's throwing it around for the boys. So right there is your main event results, or your heat race results. Sorry, I was looking at the corner. Those are your heat race results. Main event coming next. Keep in mind, those heat point races will be added to this main event race after this. And then we will make an overall. Winner of the main event gets 50 points, just so you guys know. So the scoring is a bit different than the standard YBR scoring that we do. We're going. Once everyone shows me they're ready, we will go into this main. That was really good racing out of that middle of the pack for that last podium position. That could really spice up a main event. Let's see who can go the distance, who loses their concentration, if it gets spread out. If they do that for a whole 15 minutes plus 2, we don't know, but we're about to find out. We're going. That was some good racing. Good job getting on that 3rd place finish. Let me mute you boys real quick. Little interview real quick. Little interview on the boys. Brian, how'd you feel? Brian, how'd you feel on that heat race right there? You feel loose? You feel good? You're muted, by the way, Brian. Get in. How you feel? How you feel? Dude, I didn't know. Do you think Brian was going to catch you there? Or? Yeah. You guys, that was good. Yeah. Right. It was good battling. It was good battling. Here we are, though. Congrats on that 1 point, that extra heat race point right there. That's a big deal. So, yeah, right. All right, Gideon. Well, good luck. I'm about to meet you again. We're going into the main event. Looks like everyone's ready. We're going. East Coast, boys. East Coast main event. Who's getting that holy? I'm gonna stay on with Cowboy. Oh, it's gonna be Cowboy with the hole shot. And an early lead. Uh-oh, just went down actually. It's BMX and Brian. 15 minutes plus 2, boys. Settle in. We got a show. Keep in mind, dirty riding will be penalized. We're going to be on that a lot more today. There's been some aggressive riding, and we haven't been calling stuff, and we got to get back on that, so we apologize for all that. but we are going to be on that. You guys will be warned. You guys will be acknowledged. You'll be notified. I can send a warning on this game, so we will be good. Oh, not what they needed. Tony Garcia into the lead, and Cowboy right behind him. Is this going to be another last week? Where were we last week? I don't even know. Oh, Medford. Will this be another Medford? Will this be another Medford? I don't think so. I really don't think so. I think everyone else is kind of more equal on speed on this track. It's not quite as big for a 250 in my opinion. But we will see. These boys are giving us a quick little I guess preview of what it's like to run race pace up front. Two different lines here. Cowboy with the big line. Doesn't quite get the pass, the stick. Cowboy's going to go under him. Cut under. Oh, look at these boys holding their lines. Great riding out of both of them. Oh, he's quadding that. Cowboy's quadding that in whip glitches. Not what he needed. Tony Garcia can now maybe settle in. Find what kind of race pace he can run consistently and maybe just maintain this gap. You never know. We will see how big of a lead Cowboy has, or how much of a lead. Oh wow, Cowboy has a train behind him. Let's go back here. Mathis Burge getting passed by the OGR rider BMX. He has Brian right behind him. Oh wow, and Cowboy. So Cowboy has dropped back here. So who is in P2? So that's BMX in P2. 6.5 seconds behind Tony Garcia. So Tony Garcia already with a big lead. Oh, Cowboy catching BMX already. Looks like everyone's kind of in this pack, actually. So this is a battle for second, fellas. Goes all the way back to fifth. Matthews Burge lugging that bike through that sand. Just, wow. Losing some ground there. The EMS boys all battling here. Catching that pack. Gideon back here in P7. Don't know what's happened with Gideon. He had a great heat race. Battling with his teammate Zertex here. Mathis Burge just right in front of him, and then he's got a pack of OGR guys too. So Cowboy back up to P2, but 8.6 seconds behind your points leader of the East Coast, Tony Garcia. Tony's kind of tire tapping that, tripling over, just keeping things simple. You can see the lead he has. It's, wow. BMX not going to let Cowboy go that easy, and neither will Brian. Mathis Burge right there. I mean, these boys are all just in a train. We're going to sit on Mathis Burge here. He can see everyone in front of him. About 2 seconds ahead is Brian, and then about 2 seconds ahead of Brian is Cowboy, and then or BMX, and then 2 seconds ahead of BMX is Cowboy. I mean, Mathis Burge goes down though. Brian up to P4. BMX P2. Oh! BMX and Cowboy get into it. Brian up to P2. Hey, please mute. Hey, please mute you real quick. Also mute yourself real quick, bro. We in the mains. Oh wow. Brian's up to P2. What a ride out of Brian. Brian with the podium last week. This is not what Cowboy needed. Cowboy back in P5, really trying to hold on to a battle, trying to stay close to Tony Garcia in the championship points. This is not the ride he needs right now. He needs to get around these boys and check out. He's going to have to salvage at least a P2 today, but these boys are making it hard. This pack is insane. This pack is absolutely insane. Zertex down. This is insane. And Gideon Still pushing. Entering the sand as that pack is out, like exiting the sand. I mean, a few mistakes out of these boys, and oh, there's a mistake. There's a mistake. Who's that? Who's that off the track? It's Brian. Brian off the track. That's going to bring Gideon closer. Cowboy, P3, trying to get 17. These boys are 17 seconds off Tony Garcia. What's up, Duncan? What up, bro? What coast are you in?
This one,
bro. Bro, you should have known, bro.
I know, bro, but I had to go to the gym, and then they said I couldn't go because I skipped last time.
Alright, it was fine. BMX hitting P2. Cowboy P3 pushing, trying to get that second place. Two teammates battling. Mathis Burge seemed to get around Brian, but Brian is on Mathis Burge. Oh. Gonna go around him on the outside. We got 8 minutes plus 2 to go still, boys. Gideon P6 riding hard still. Riding very hard still. It's a battle for P4 right now. Oh, we got a battle for P3. Brian. Oh, P4. And P2, okay. BMX and Cowboy on each other. Quite a bit off of Tony Garcia. Tony Garcia is on a mission today. Let's tune into him real quick for a lap. Rails that outside. Triple. Doesn't send it. On, off. Very smooth. That's a lap with your points leader and your current race leader. 22 seconds ahead of everyone. Cowboy, not the start he wanted, and he goes down. Seems to be struggling a bit here at Dallas. BMX still on him. Breast Cancer Awareness Week here, so some of the boys coming out with some pink. It's good to see that. It's always good to support a cause. It's good to have themes and stuff, so good to see the boys being festive and rolling with it. But you got Mathis Burge P4, Brian P5. Coming off of a podium last week at P3 at Medford. Very tricky track. Mathis Burge loops it. Gives Brian P4. Cowboy P3 trying to catch his teammate. Tony Garcia is just out there doing his own thing, not battling with anyone, just running his own track, his own pace. So he's doubling and then doubling. He's not tripling or anything. He's staying low to the ground there. Just gaining time slowly but surely. It's consistent. Cowboy and BMX going at it though. Brian P4, Mathis Burge P5, Gideon P6. Is he getting lapped by Tony Garcia? Oh no. Oh no. Gideon having a we gotta see where Tony Garcia is. We got a lapper though. Let's send him a warning. Lapper, just so y'all know. Thank you, boys. Thank you, boys. Thank you, boys. So, Tony Garcia is starting to put lappers between him and the battle between second. That usually seals it in a game like this, when a lead is like this. Very good ride out of Tony Garcia. He will max out today. Actually, no, he did not get the whole shot today in the main. He got the whole shot in the heat race, and he took first in the heat race. So he had 4 points there, and the winner of the main event gets 50 points. So he will be going out of this weekend with 54 points, maxing out as much or to the best of his abilities today. No one has yet to get 55 points on the day. That would be a heat race win and a whole shot, and a main event win and a whole shot. But 54 points, I think, is the highest points we have ever given someone for an overall yet this year. So that is very impressive out of Tony Garcia. Seems like he seemed to mesh really well with this track. And yes, Duncan, we'll throw you in, but your points will count for this coast. Very impressive, though. Very impressive. But we're going to go back to this battle because there could be something to watch. These boys are closing in on each other. Bit of a gap between everyone. Gideon is pushing hard to catch his teammate Mathis Burge. Brian can see Cowboy, and Cowboy can see BMX. So it's a train by about 2 seconds each. Brian may be a little far back of that. 3 seconds, okay. So BMX has 3 seconds on Cowboy. We got 2:13 on the clock. So we will see here. BMX running P2. Tony Garcia goes down. I don't know if it means anything. As you can see, the OGR boys coming in the background into the sand. Or no, those are lappers. Okay. Yeah, let's go back on Tony Garcia. So who does he have coming up on him? He's coming up on... Who would that be, if there's anyone? Alright. I think Tony Garcia would be coming up on you, Gideon. Not entirely sure. Just keep that in mind, though. If you see someone coming that's in an all-black gear, that's Tony Garcia coming. 335. So just beware if that's you. I'm not entirely sure. But we're going to drop back into this battle for P4. We got a minute to go. Brian has seemed to drop pace a bit with Cowboy and BMX, and Mathis Burge has seemed to have caught Brian. But we're going to go back up real quick. Looks like BMX has pulled a little bit of a gap. Oh no, it's still about 2 seconds on Cowboy for P2. But we're going to drop back into this P4 battle real quick. Mathis Burge running really well. Made some B lobbies in SMOC when he showed up. Good EMS rider, has tons of speed in GP, going for a 250 title against his teammate this year in the YBR GP series. So that'll be interesting to see. I think he's in 250s at least. Anyways, though, he has blazing speed. Another young kid, another one of these new generation of riders, putting some pressure on the vet from the OGR squad, Brian, the high-flying Belgian, the one-time YBR champ, also new to Supercross. Got his first podium last week. Very good ride out of him last week, and having a really good ride this week. This battle's good. Through the whoops. Oh, Mathis Burge, what a crash! Oh my goodness! What a gnarly crash out of Mathis Burge in the rollers, or the whoops, whatever you want to call them. But Cowboy's on BMX. We got 2 to go. This is a battle for P2. 2 OGR boys. Cowboy goes under. Oh, does he hold the line? Does he get the line? BMX holds it off. Wow.
Yeah.
You can. Fuck. Oh, Cowboy washes out. So where's Brian? Brian can see Cowboy, but it's not enough. About 5 seconds off of another podium run for Brian today. He is on the fringe of being that podium guy week in and week out. Very good ride out of the 174. Just got a national number in the YBR League and GP, running number 96 now, so look out for him on that. New little number for him. Congrats on getting into the 2 digits. Getting that recognition. We got BMX P2. Tony Garcia is going to take. Let's go on board with Tony Garcia. On that final lap. What a run out of Tony Garcia, dude. Absolutely insane. Is he quadding that? Tripling in. Stepping on. Stepping off. Tripling. Stepping on. Oh, he's gooning. Tony Garcia wins. Cowboy on BMX makes a pass on the last lap. We got 30 seconds. So it's going to go down to the wire. Cowboy goes down. Don't know what happened. They've spaced back out. West Coast coming your way next. Gideon will be sending out the invites. Maybe I gotta do points after. That, boys, that is your final. BMX holds off Cowboy. A 104 is ran by Tony Garcia. Ja.
En die moet mij ook even uittekenen wat points worden overgeslagen.
Your top 3. But thank you, boys. West Coast will be next. Heat race and then main. Broadcast will go live again.